Tech and clips.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
When I
Okay.
had you, I treated you bad and wore my
Yeah.
your since you went away.
Wow.
Don't you know I see around with my head hanging down,
Okay.
and I wonder who's loving you.
Loving you.
I,
Okay.
should have never, ever made you cry. Dear since you've been gone, don't you know I see around
Yeah.
with my head hanging down, and I wonder who's loving you. Life without love, it's all so lonely.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
I'm gonna make it. Oh, my life belongs to you only. Come on and take it, girl. Come on and take it, because
Whoa. Yeah.
And you. And ever wonder,
Yeah.
what you had, or what I do. Don't you know I sit around with my head hanging down,
Okay.
and I wonder
Wonder who's loving you.
love
Whoa.
you.
Nice.
Who's loving you? Who's loving you?
Wow. All right, guys. So that was Gabriel Henrique performing "Who's Loving You," originally by Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5. That is. I mean, walking into this performance, already knowing the version by Michael Jackson definitely sets a very, very high bar. That original Jackson 5 delivery is so raw, so emotional, and honestly hard to to replicate, because I feel like it doesn't just rely on technique. It feels almost instinctive. So I mean, the big question going into this Gabriel Henrique cover is, does he honor that emotion, or does he turn it into a vocal showcase? And the answer is a bit of both, in my opinion. And I mean that in a good way. Gabriel Henrique, I love the fact that he approached the song, with clear respect, you know, for the original, but I mean, he leans more into, you know, modern vocal styling. His tone is clean, it's controlled, and very, very polished, if you ask me. I mean, where young Michael Jackson, you know, had that almost, you know, pleading, imperfect, you know, edge that made the performance, you know, feel fragile and real. Gabriel, you know, brought a more refined and technically precise, you know, sound. You know, it's to me, it's less raw, you know, but more controlled. What really stood out to me is his range and power. You know, I mean, this performance, the high notes, you know, are not just hit. You know, they are sustained. You know, they are intentional and definitely confident. You can tell, you know, he's very aware, you know, of his instrument and knows exactly how far, you know, he can push it. At times, you know, he stretches, you know, phrases, and to me adds runs, you know, that weren't in the original, you know, which to me, you know, once again gives the performance, you know, a slightly more, you know, contemporary, you know, almost, you know, gospel inspired, you know, sort of feel. That said, I mean, if you're coming straight from Michael Jackson's version, you know, you might notice, you know, a difference in emotional texture. You know, Michael's performance, you know, felt like, you know, someone discovering heartbreak, you know, in real time. You know, Gabriel's, you know, felt more like someone interpreting, you know, heartbreak, you know, through skill and experience. You know, it's not you know, lacking emotion. You know, it's just, you know, expressed differently, in my opinion. One thing I genuinely, you know, appreciated is that Gabriel, you know, doesn't try to imitate, you know, Michael Jackson, even though, you know, he sounded a little bit like Michael. I mean, he avoids, you know, fall into that trap, and you know, instead, you know, delivers, you know, the song, you know, in his own voice, you know, which to me keeps it from feeling like a copy. You know, I mean, that's always a risk, you know, with iconic songs like this, and he handled it so well. Overall, this is you know, this is a strong, you know, technically impressive cover, you know, that showcases Gabriel Henrique's, you know, vocal ability while still respecting the soul, you know, of the original. You know, I mean, if Michael Jackson's, you know, version is all about raw feeling, Gabriel's, you know, to me is about control, it's about range and modern expression. You know, it really comes down to preference. Yes, I mean, if you want pure emotion and nostalgia, the original, you know, still hits the hardest. But I mean, if you want vocal power and precision, Gabriel absolutely delivers. And either way, it's the kind of performance that definitely reminds you why, you know, this song, you know, Who's Loving You, is such a timeless test, you know, of a singer's ability. I love that. I'll definitely give this a hard 9. That's just me. Let me know, guys, what you think about this performance. Do you think, you know, Gabriel, you know, did his thing, or is a no for you? Please share your thoughts about it down in the comments section. If you tune in, if you stuck with me to the end of the video, you're loved. You're very much appreciated on here. My name is Philip, and on to the next video. Take care, stay safe, and then peace out.